basically I made this video to kind of address something about recording amplifiers for like amateurs. In my opinion, you don't need to crank amplifiers to oblivion to get a good sound from them. I think they sound really good at low volumes, bedroom volumes even. This MESA is at the 100-watt setting. It's a multi-watt, and I had no issue recording this track with the amp at such a low volume. There is a point when it gets too quiet and it kind of doesn't sound great, but I'm talking like when you're barely cracking the knob and it's just barely starting to come in, there's a point to where it all comes in and it sounds fine. These high gain amps, the distortion's really in the preamp. A lot of time these power amps are really high headroom, very clear, powerful, clean power amps. And it's not the power amp that's distorting, it's the preamp in these high gain amplifiers. So you're kind of cranking it for no reason when you're trying to record like that, in my opinion, unless you're doing it like in a live situation, which, if you're in a band or whatever. I'm not in a band. I just make my own music in my room or whatever. But I record relatively quiet and it sounds fine. 5150, Elmwood, Bogner Uberschall, the MESA XXX, Marshall, JCM 2000 back there. It all works the same. I record them all the time like a low volume, like 0.5 or 1, right at the point where it's, and sometimes I crank it a little more because I like to hear a little bit more of it too, but I'm not cranking it to get more like distortion out of it, because that's not how the amp works. I think that whole notion, actually I know the whole reason why that even exists is because of older amps that really didn't have the gain on board, the capability of getting that heavy. The JCM 800 is a really good example. On its own, it's not really that, it's not heavy. It's not a heavy amp. It's like a crunch amp, like a light crunch. You need a boost to make that amp heavy. But if you crank it, like, it gets a little heavier. Same thing with like a plexi. Like I don't know why guys are buying attenuators. Like, I don't understand why would you waste the money on that unless you really need to be like super quiet. I think it's a waste of money. I think the amps sound perfectly fine at really low volumes. But anyway, that's just my thoughts. Feel free to give me your thoughts or your recommendations or whatever. But yeah, anyway, that's it. Thanks.